Hello, folks. Behind the bubble here at the Ulster Grand Prix race week, and we're sitting here with Paul Shoesmith. Paul, you've had quite an adventurous year from you were here last year.
Yeah, there's quite a lot happened since my last time here.
Yeah. You had a big crash in Germany, wasn't it?
Yeah, Freiburg. It's a road circuit over on the eastern side of Germany. We had a bit of an issue with the brakes, and anyway, she went down and yeah, broke my pelvis and my back, and but yeah, we've recovered, as you know, because we've talked about it.
Yeah, and you've fought your way back to fitness, and I've been in contact with you over the winter months and that, and you've been sort of keeping me updated on your progress, and you even managed to take the team out to Mackay.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd have done that because it was from the hospital bed that I was trying to get my seat replaced with Branco, and it worked out. And anyway, yeah, we ended up still going there. Obviously, me on crutches instead of on a bike. And considering it was all a little bit last minute and a panic,
yes,
we ended up with Branco coming 13th and Simon coming 3rd.
Yeah,
both on super stock bikes. It was unbelievable. So we outdid our expectations.
Yeah. I think from watching the race back myself, I thought, well, if there had been another lap or two, Simon would have even got further up the podium, in my own opinion. But
yeah, well, we thought the same. He rode awesome.
Yeah.
And I'll say it again, he was on a super stock bike. That's never been achieved before at Macau, because I don't know whether you've been before, but when you go, everyone takes the best bikes that they've got, and everything's a full-on super bike. But we didn't. Obviously, the BMWs are fast, but they don't come out the corners the same. The brakes aren't as good. They're a bit heavier than the super bikes. There's a number of things, but by halfway through the race, Simon had actually set the fastest lap of the race, only to be beaten at the end by Martin Jessup, who was on the Ducati, which is an absolute rocket ship. So that was sort of expected. But as far as lap times with Rutter and McGuinness and Gary Johnson, all those lot, Simon did faster lap times than them on the stock bike. So really chuffed with him.
Yeah, very, very pleased with him, and great news for you from the position you were in.
Yeah, no, it was good. We celebrated very well. Yeah.
So now you're back here at the Grand Prix this year. To be honest with you, I didn't think I would see you back this year, because your injuries were so bad. I honestly didn't think you'd get back to fitness just as quick as you have done, but you've worked really hard at it. And you're back at the Grand Prix this year. Get yourself out as usual, and Christian is going quite well here.
Yeah, Christian, I think Christian will do well. I mean, Noel put it together for me and Christian, but I've known him. He lives over here now, but he lived near me. He lived in Macclesfield, I lived in Poynton, which is very close to each other. So I've known him for years. He's a quality rider. And I've got no issues with putting him on my bike, and I gave him the choice of which bike, so he's decided to go on the Yamaha, which secretly I now think is the better bike, but anyway.
You're giving a better bike to your rider. Still using the same leathers with the fringes on them, because my partner last year was looking at these fringe leathers, and I was saying, well, that's shoey there, and every time you went out, she went, oh, there he is.
Yeah, well, the actual original ones got cut off in my crash.
Yes.
So those are dead. Then we were going to have some more, and it never happened. And funnily enough, in Macau, I got chatting with a guy that makes leathers in Germany, Alni Leathers, ALNE, they're called. And he offered to make some leathers, and we never really took it any further, because I wasn't sure whether I was coming back to fitness or not. And it was only when Branco, who's now riding for me, said, oh, I've got my new leathers from this guy.
Yeah.
They're absolutely fantastic kangaroo leather. And I thought, oh, he said, give me his email address. So got in touch with him, and I said, can you do these Evel Knievel? He said, yeah, but I want to do them even better than your last one. So yeah, I said, great. he sent me the forms over to fill all the measurements in. We got those translated into English, and I thought, this is all going to be wrong. We're going to end up with dead long legs, thin here, fat here, just not fit. Anyway, they came and pretty much like a glove, and they're such good quality. If anything, they're a little bit tight. At the TT, I only wore them in selected races because they sort of pulled back and gave me a bit of arm pump. So I like to do all the practice and what have you in my other leathers that are a little bit, worn in. But we'll get them out this week.
You'll have them out
because everyone loves them.
Yeah, everybody loves them, and I think you might need plastic over the top of them on Thursday, from what we hear of their weather forecast. Not so good looking. Whereas last year we had, for once, we actually had great weather for the Grand Prix. Yeah.
Well, it's the first time that they ever remember cancelling the practice session early because you couldn't see because the sun was in your eyes. It's unheard of before. But yeah, I mean, I really hope for the organisers. They put so much into this. I really hope they get another good year like they did last year, because they had a good year last year, and normally at other places you don't see anything from it. Well, I've come here this year, and there's so much been done. There's money been spent, even down to the toilet blocks being cleaned, painted, new little offices building there. There's a building over there. You can see they've had a bit of a result from last year. They've put it straight back into it, which I really like. So I really hope they get a result this year as well.
Yeah, well, we all do. We all hope, yes. And we see the new across the way there, where all the stalls and all are all going to be housed. They're not out in the cold and the rain and the wind and all that there. So, it's quite good for the spectators to go in around and buy the merchandise and be able to see it, without going, I'll maybe go later when it dries up a bit, they'll be able to go, if it is raining in between races, they can go.
Yeah, it's such a shame that this sport depends so much on weather, as far as these races where the organisation, they depend on the public paying their entrance to come and see the races, and I think it's good value for money for what they get to see. There's so much goes on, but you can't blame them for not wanting to come and stand in a wet field.
Of course.
So just fingers crossed.
Yeah, it is fingers crossed, and like every race meeting here, it's the same thing. We've been very, very lucky since the Northwest was a total washout, as you know. But since then, that we were at anyway was Skerries, and it was an absolute heat wave.
Yeah.
And Walterstown was the same, and then we cut back up to Armoy, beautiful, and then Mid Antrim. The rain didn't ruin practice, but it really affected it. A lot of guys didn't get out until race morning, to do practice laps. So and then it did dry up. Then after the first race, the first senior support race, it dried up nicely, and everybody had a good day. Well, a few guys had offs and that, but thankfully nobody was seriously injured. Peter Hymans had a way big high-speed crash.
I've heard so much about Peter's crash, but I've not spoken to Peter himself yet.
No, I've spoke to him.
He's all right.
He's okay. Very, very sore. He's bruised and cracked ribs and bruised lungs and that, and he's awful sore. So you can't blame the lad for going home.
No,
definitely can't. So, Paul, you're back this year. You're out on big bike, and
but everything basically. We're out on the Superbike, the Super Sport, and the what we call the ditch pump, but they're commonly known as Super Twins.
Yeah.
I'll have a go on one of those as well. But the way I see it, we make the effort to come here, so let's just do everything we can.
Super Twins were brought in to sort of let guys a cheap route into racing, but it has turned out that it's actually not. It's become almost as expensive as the rest of them.
Tell me about it. I know I've got two of the things, and we won't talk figures.
Yes.
I thought they were going to cost, and I got such a good deal on two brand new ones from Kawasaki. They were really good to me, so that's when I thought, oh, here we go, we're going to build them cheap.
Yeah. No, doesn't work like that, unfortunately. I know.
That's the good thing about the BMW, the stock bike. You know, you buy it, you put an exhaust on it, couple of little bits and bobs. That's it. Turn the key, and it's a rocket ship.
Yeah.
You know, that's the fantastic machines.
Yeah. You're back to fitness. Well, sort of.
Yeah.
Sort of. You're here to enjoy yourself. Maybe second step, third step, you would be quite happy with.
I'd be ecstatic. I'd be over the moon. But being honest with myself, you know, I'm not going to get anywhere near that. And I'm not prepared to push it at my sort of age now, and especially with my injury, and I've just got a young baby and another baby on the way.
You've been a busy boy, all right, bad back and all.
yeah. It's surprising. But yeah, I mean, I just want to go out, enjoy it, not make a fool of myself. I know I'm not going to get up there, but I'm there to make the good guys look good.
Yeah, well, that's it. You know,
people like me, or else they wouldn't look very good.
Quite a few big celebrity names in our sport, and they get all the attention. And so many other guys that are here filling up the grids, filling the paddocks, they don't get a mention. And I think that's, you know, they deserve it. They're keeping the sport alive.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it wouldn't be the same if there was only the good guys racing against each other. People would get bored, but it's the way it is. I'm not complaining. You know, you come, you give me an interview. People, you know, people know, but yeah, you don't get much of a look in unless you're prepared to stick your neck out. And I'm not really prepared to do that. I really ride within my limits. Probably a little bit too safe, if you want to be truthful. I mean, we all have our accidents, but I think my accidents will be outside my control. You know, it'll be something on the track or something breakage or something like that. I'm not stupid enough to go too hot into a corner. I'm just too bloody safe. That's my problem. Yeah.
We know you're going out to enjoy yourself. You're here to have a good time. Obviously, you want Christian to do well, have a blast when you're out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's all I want to do. And you know, just like I say, Christian, I hope he gels with the bike. He's never ridden it before, but I've ridden the bike, and it's the bike that I did the TT on. Yeah. Super sport bike, and I think he'll love it. But yeah, I hope everyone has a safe run. I hope the organisers, you know, have a good result out of it, and we all go home with smiles on our faces.
Everybody goes home with smiles on their faces.
Yeah, obviously, I win as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
In my eyes, everyone who throws their leg out there to go and race around Dundrod at over 120 mile an hour lap are winners, you know, regardless of where they finish in the race, you know. So like, you're all my heroes, and I think a lot of people that are coming here to spectate, every last one of your heroes, yes, they may come to follow certain individuals, but you know, they don't take it away from anybody else.
So. Everyone's taking the same risks.
Yeah.
You know, even the guy at the front and the guy at the back, they're still doing impressive things. And I mean, all the riders impress me. Even though I do it myself, I'm still impressed with everyone else on the grid. You know, because if it was easy, everyone would be doing it.
Well,
you know, it's not that easy to do, and we all take chances, and we all spend an absolute fortune.
Yes.
And we are actually the clowns, you know, paying to entertain.
It's the only sport, I think, in the world where the competitors pay to entertain the fans. You know,
I know.
It seems to be ridiculous, but it is the truth. Well, listen, Paul, it has been great talking to you. Congratulations on your wife's pregnancy.
Yeah.
Best way to put it.
Yeah.
And after your massive smash at Froberg last year, so and great to see you here. And you're one of my heroes, so it's a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you very much.
And I hope the people at home enjoy this as well.